Hello, and welcome back to Rodents of Unusual Size. So, I have a little bit of a headache right now, which might not be the best time to be playing this game. But regardless, I'm just going to skip this for now, I guess. I could complete the room without... Oh, I don't know why I hit that. I could complete the room without doing anything, but... I'm just gonna go on and continue with this. So try some other rooms. Leave the challenge for now, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we're gonna come through here. We've got one lemming. I'm just assuming I need this alive. Goal is to kill the brain. Because of those force arrows, I cannot kill it with the decoy. So I need... I can disable this arrow by stepping here. And then... How does this arrow help me? We want 1, 2, 3, 4. The lemming's gonna have to go around on these pressure plates while I'm going through here. I don't get a sword. Do I put the decoy on the disarm token? Well, what am I saying? Oh, there's an arrow there. Okay, that's why. If I do this, it doesn't get rid of this arrow. That's what's going on. Okay. Don't know why I'm optimizing this part. It's fine. So what this is saying is if I send the lemming this way, I'm gonna have to send it this way with my sword, right? To get the lemming to turn here. If the lemming's going first, it's just gonna go back and forth for forever. So I need to step on this to open this so that the lemming can get through. And then if the lemming ever steps on any of these, it's going to be stuck forever as well. Okay. So the first step is I need the lemming to be following me in here. Okay, we can manage that. Turn around. Turn this way, that's fine. Oh! Okay, well that answers that. Lemmings activate tokens. I forgot about that. Okay. So then from here, if I have the lemming going up this way, I need 1, 2... But this is an issue. 1 and 2 gets me access to a decoy. Decoy is not going to affect the lemming though, so all I can really use the decoy for is to place my sword to block the lemming's movement. But I can get the lemming in a stable loop here. Nothing turns this off, huh? Stable loop here in order to get to here. However, I wonder. Well, let's just wait. Okay, I didn't quite make it in time. Can you eat a decoy? I don't think you can. Okay, that answers that. So I actually have two tiles to work with, the sword and the decoy body. Okay, with that in mind... I mean, I can get you to here. The problem is you're going to hit this. Okay. So maybe... because I'm not seeing a way to get you to transition from doing this into doing this. So I think what I can do... maybe... is... well... no, there's no other trajectory that'll work. I was thinking I can place the decoy, I can come back and mess around with the lemming, and then come back through these again. But you're still going to have to hit this first. Unless I put the decoy on this. Okay, so... that's another possibility. I can put the decoy on one of these, but I need it to hit... I need it to hit both of these. Alright, getting you to run this way is easy enough, but then you get stuck. If I just send you across, not at the arrow, you'll go back up and hit these two. And then get stuck. So from here, the problem is because of the way you rotate, if I do something like this, you're just gonna go back down. Because you always turn in that direction. And I don't need this held down at all. You're gonna go here. So if I want you to hit this, I would need to block both of these. Then here you would turn this way. Oh no, I'll just block that. You would turn this way, but then you'd turn back. So my other option I don't know what my other option is. Because you're always going to move clockwise. That's just how you work. So if I start drawing rectangles, these arrows are really the problem. So this one stops you here so that you do this. If this wasn't here, then you could just go through all four and this wouldn't be a puzzle. Well, not much of a puzzle anyway. I guess getting the lemming in here was a little bit of a puzzle. Alternatively, he's using this space. If I send the lemming in here, it'll turn around and then it'll go up like this, and then it'll get stuck. But really, the problem I'm having is that with one decoy, I can't get you going through here. Well, I know it's not going to work, but let's just do it to demonstrate why it's not going to work. It gets me through, and then you're stuck. Yeah. So exactly as I expected. If we did that, we could just have you going back and forth for forever. If I put it here with a sword facing here, like this, you would go back, you'd go up and down this way. Still have to be able to get you over there. Well, I see something interesting. If I do this, and you'll go through that way. Okay. You can't have this. You can't have this arrow still on, because otherwise, if this arrow wasn't deactivated, then Lemming's never going to make it through in the first place. But there aren't a lot of pieces here. And so the two possibilities... I guess there are three possibilities. The three possibilities are... From this position, I place the decoy somewhere that causes the lemming to step over those two plates in that order. Or I place the decoy somewhere, and then come back out and use this decoy's placement to create a new route for the lemming that'll take me through all 4. I don't think that's possible, though. Or third, this lemming isn't actually in the right route. How else could it have gotten me here? Because if it has to go over this while I'm down here, there's nothing I can set up in this chamber that will prevent the lemming, that will allow the lemming to step on this. Like, in order to get to this potion, I have to have the lemming here at some point. If the lemming is here, the possibilities are that it's turned from this corner, that it's coming straight this way, or that it's coming up this way. In that case, see, going straight this way, it'll just get stuck. That's not a winning move. Going straight up, it'll turn and go straight down. Or going this way and turning, it'll just go straight down. And in both of those cases, it ends up doing this loop. I cannot get in without this loop. Okay, so by process of elimination, unless there's some architecture in the room elsewhere that I haven't noticed, this must be the correct way to get to this position, because this is the only way the lemming could have ended up in this loop. Could have ended up hitting these, was by ending up in a loop like this. So from here, I have to be able to place the decoy potion in such a way that I guess it's going to get me through both of these. Is there a different loop I could set up with this decoy where the lemming would go across all 4? Trying to think, if I put the lemming, the decoy here, and if I have this lemming going up this way, which with this arrow, no, I can't have it go up that way. Because it'll go back. This way, yeah, it'll go in here and then it'll go up. So it'll hit 4 and 2. If it happened to be going up this way, it'll hit 2 and 3, but then it'll get stuck. No, that's not going to work. This 3 really seems to be the problem. So how are we ever going to hit this 3? Let's look at that. Well, it's the same as this, right? We can come straight at it, in which case we get stuck. We can be coming down, or we can be going up. Going up is ideal. And going down, well, is the same as going up. So in either case, we're going to end up in this corner, either from coming down this way or from coming down this way and turning, because of this arrow. So we know at some point, the lemming, to hit this, the lemming has to be going south in one of these columns at some point in our solution. The alternative is that we put the decoy right on this pressure plate. Which, I mean, we could get us stuck going between 2 and 3. I don't feel like putting it on the pressure plate is going to be doing me any good because I can't get 1, 2, and 4 that way. Right, but the important thing is that I have determined is that we're not sending the lemming across. We are sending it down. So how do we send a lemming down then? We can't while it's in this loop. Okay, so I've determined now I have to place this decoy and then come back out and use my sword to send this lemming into a different loop. So that is the solution. So with that in mind, is this going to be a paint situation where I just draw a whole bunch of lines? See where things end up? Because I have to be able to get through 1, 2, 3, 4 again. And I think that this checkpoint is kind of a hint towards that effect as well. Although I might just be seeing what I want to see at that point. Alright, so we're going to eventually want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, but we can have one of these held down continuously with a potion. What if the one that is held down is 2? Does that make any sense? Oh no, we can, what I was saying, we can come across 3 as long as we're blocking this tile with a sword, the decoy sword. Then we can come across. But if we're blocking this tile with the decoy, we're not turning across this way, so never mind. So can we do something interesting up here? Like that, for example. I don't think it's going to matter, because if we hit this, we're going to go up, go around. Then we hit 2 and 3. Interesting. Go up and hit 1, it's not good. But if we hit this, we hit 2 and 3. Okay, well, I feel like this gives me a lot of time. If I send the lemming this way, then I have time to get into position. Problem is I have to then have it go on to the 1 after that, which it will do automatically. So it'll go 4, 1, 2. Okay, that's annoying. So I can get it to go 1... I can get it to go 4, 1, 2, 3. It'll do that if I block this tile here. Then I send it this way and it'll go around, and oh no, then it won't do that. Never mind. Okay, well 2 is different from the others because it doesn't have this arrow trap after it. So the second pressure plate we can run past. We can run past this pressure plate and keep moving, but because of this arrow, that's not much leeway. Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it. No. Oh, wait. Why did I rotate that way? I rotated that way because I needed to... Okay, so what's gonna happen is you're gonna come up here. Okay. You come up here, hit this, then you're gonna go in here, gonna hit that and get 3-4. Okay, that's it. Got it. So I was wrong about... I was wrong about all sorts of things on that. How's that? I guess that's a visual clue. And I can't go back. So I guess I take this. Okay, so this was the whole... We'll deal with this in a moment. Oh dear. Should we be doing a challenge room? Or a secret room? Right now? Maybe. We do have our way back. Challenge. Release the pressure plate after you cleared the room. Warning. If you step on the bridges, you'll no longer be able to exit the room. If you step on the bridges. Here and here. Okay. And this is saying... So the challenge is to release the pressure plate after you've cleared the room. Is this just scripting? This orb is scripted to trigger if I step on one of those? Is that what's going on here? It's the only thing I can think of for this scroll to make sense, because there's nothing inherently negative about those tiles. So I'm guessing it's scripted to force me out if I step on either of those tiles. I mean, I guess it's a relatively clean way of doing this. I mean, another way you could have done something like this would be have a setup here with evil eyes looking this way, and then some sort of obstacle they can't see through here in the water. Like an obstacle. That would work. So that these would be the only tiles I could step on that would trigger the evil eyes. That would be one way to set this up without scripting, but that's fine. Okay, well, how do I even start this if I'm not going to release the pressure plate after you cleared the room? This is the only pressure... Or no, they're talking about this pressure plate, aren't they? They have to be, yeah, because I was looking at this, like, how can I start the room without stepping on this? There's no room to get through here. Okay, bent tail and regular, one of each. Also, oh, it's 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that makes sense. I thought that they changed the scripting. So there is more... Let's do that. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Confirmed. And this isn't gonna work because this is already... Yeah, okay. So the challenge is to hit this orb before this plate is released, essentially. Surprised that they didn't use a lemming here, just for thematic reasons, but... Roach is fine, it gets the point across. Okay, so this might not have been the right time to release the serpent then? In fact, it's probably not, because now I have to stand here. And then... yeah, nothing good comes of this. Okay. Well, that's not going to be any better for me, is it? No. Okay. So what that's telling me... well, let's just try the serpent on the other side and see what happens. Probably nothing. It's going to be exactly the same. Yeah. So how can I set this up so that these bent tail lemmings do anything meaningful? I mean, that's different, but not really. So if I had you go up here, I guess that would get you out, and then you'd come down there, and then you'd go back and forth here. Is there any way to get a bent tail lemming in here? Like over the pressure plate, I mean. I kind of want to go around this way, don't they? And because of serpent preferences, you're never going to go south here. That's not true. I can take the platform out. If I were to ride the platform down this way, I could make you make a south move. 'Cause it's not like I'm trapped in here yet. But I still don't see how that would be significantly better than having you go north. So we're going to wait until you're on vertical preference and have you go north that way. That doesn't seem good. Because now I have to go... well, I mean, it let me get through, I guess. And now you're gonna die. I can't step on the bridges. Right, so I need the room to be clear at this point, so I've completed the room without the challenge. But because those lemmings are stuck there, I still need to... yeah, I need to do that. Okay, so that got me through. Is there any way I can... prevent this from becoming a disaster? And I could do this, I guess. Maybe? You're on vertical preference, which is bad, because then you're going to do that. You're doing horizontal preference. Now the reason that's bad is because we've left a massive gap here, which doesn't matter because the lemming's going to block it anyway. Okay. Well, doing something like this gets us through here. If we did this with different timing... I don't think it matters. This lemming is always going to block this serpent. There's not anything I can do about that. Oh, right. Of course. Okay, well, we're gonna do another round and see what our... First of all, how long is this? 5, 10, 15, 22. Right, okay. I could have just gone 21 plus 1. That would have been the faster way of doing that. Counting. And if I let you go around, you're going to be 2 off each time. So we're currently on horizontal, which means that we will be on vertical preference here. I can send you up, or I can even wait a turn and send you up. I think that's not good, because that just gets you stuck like that, yeah. And then I can't even leave this pressure plate because I can't get a lemming here. Like, this is barely actually a lemming puzzle. The lemming, for the challenge it's a lemming puzzle, but the actual puzzle itself, the lemmings are almost not even important. Alright, so if I do that, you're on slightly different timing than you were last time. Does that do anything interesting here? Or stab you? Does not stabbing you make any sense at all? I don't think it does. You're on vertical again. So if I waited one more time, you'd be on horizontal this whole time, and then you wouldn't make this little dip. Let's see what that's like. Do I want to... Okay, well I kept the lemming alive. Does it do me any good? Not really. Because by the time this is clear, this is already going to be clear. So now I'm just kind of... Okay, you're going out this way, but then you're just gonna get stuck. Yeah, and you're not gonna deal with that soon enough. Another thing I just want to remind myself, I can hit the orb with the lemming. That's not gonna happen because it's on a diagonal, and none of the lemmings are on diagonals. So I think that was about as good as this was gonna get. Oh, you're gonna... right. If I'm gonna try to do anything with you... I'm not gonna have time to get you south. Okay, I'm starting to think the platform is not part of the solution because that realization that I just made. So this means if I do something like this, you're gonna go down. Which is really bad for me. Because now... Yeah, no, releasing you earlier. I don't know. As far as this challenge goes, I don't really know what other options I have that I can even consider at this point. Shallow water. I can change the snake's... I can easily set the snake to any timing that I want using the shallow water. This path will only let me do it in increments of 2. This would let me do it at an increment of 1 if I chose to. Would it being off by 1 make a difference? I don't think so. It would change the relative positioning because the bent tail lemmings also always go in units of 2, so it would offset the serpent from the lemmings. So let's try that. Oops, I should have been paying more attention. I just want to absolutely make sure that the serpent is not moving, but the lemmings are rotating. And yes, that is in fact what happened. And then when I step on the platform, rotation and movement. Okay. So I don't know if this is going to help or not, but we now have a serpent and lemming offset based on what we were doing last time. Alright, well... you're on horizontal preference right now. I don't think that's going to help. Well, if we just do that, what's it going to look like? Well, we don't want to release it early because then it's just going to do this. Yeah, which doesn't help anybody. So we're going to go around. You're still on horizontal. You'll be on vertical next turn. Yeah, and I can't really use you to get through this way. Could I send you up this way? You would do 3 rotations before going. That's the thing. You do move. No, you would get down well before you would get through, just because of the fact that the serpent's going to be constantly shrinking. Yeah, that's really not good timing. Did I have to do one more rotation? I thought... Oh yeah, that is where I did it, isn't it? Okay, one more rotation after that. Still on vertical preference. You're on horizontal, okay. I mean, that lined you up in an interesting way. But again, it's not going to matter because now you're just going to be doing that over and over. Not making a lot of progress here. Well, maybe I should just be not really doing the challenges right now. So let's go check out that other room that we looked at. Yeah, because these haven't been that bad without the challenges. This one was a little bit tricky. Alright, this one, what have we got here? We got a pressure plate that toggles both of those, toggles both of those. Okay, so opposite islands. We have a mirror, which the adders cannot eat. We have a lemming, bent tail lemming, and a golem, which the adders can eat. This adder is never going to move. So we need to come in here and stab it. When we're stabbing this adder, this has to be held down. But then after we've stabbed the adder and gone through, this has to no longer be held down. There are ways we can do that. Lemmings do push mirrors. So we could... Well, is it possible to extract this mirror? It must be. It must be possible. Oh yeah, easily. We can just slide up here and push it, put it with our sword diagonally and push it, pull it down. Okay, so yeah, the mirror is easy. We can extract that. However, we only have a single tile platform, which means that we can't ever bring the mirror over here. Which means... this adder is also never going to leave. Okay. Okay, so what that means... What that means is... These adders are never going to actually be part of the solution. They're just monsters that I have to kill. And by that I mean I can't do something like put a rock golem corpse here and then have the adder eat it later to clear the pressure plate. These adders are never going to move. I think... Yes, because it's force arrows on top of doors, so this is always... The pressure plate always refers to the door, not the arrow. Okay. So interesting things that we can do. Well, the most interesting thing that we can do is we can send the lemming across onto this island. However, we have to sacrifice the platform to do it. Okay, well, I think I see how to do this part already. If we put the mirror there... I believe this solves this and gives me my platform back. Oh. For some reason, I did not think you were actually going to push the mirror into the water. I thought that was going to act as an obstacle, and then you just come back. Never mind, that would have been too easy, I guess. So I guess if we use you for that... Oh. I don't know how we're going to get a golem corpse here. Won't be too bad, actually. So now we just have to extract you. In order to do that... I wonder if we'll have enough time if we're standing here. Where are we going to stand? We're going to stand here. No. There's no way. Alternatively, if we tried it from here... No, not going to get there in time either. Okay. Well, I mean, we can put the mirror on this, but... I don't think that's gonna help us. Oh no, we can't. Right, we can't move the mirror over here, that's the issue. Well, Golem here seems to be a good idea, but the islands are just too far apart. Okay, is there any way we can have you come across here and come back without sacrificing the mirror? We would need both of these tiles to be blocked for that to be the case. With a single mirror, we cannot do that. And also, I would still be over here until you came back, so that would be pointless. Again, I don't feel like I have any options here. Is there anything funny with these arrows? No, they all do what you'd expect. Like, what you see is what you get. Well, okay, we could send the lemming out and have it hit an arrow. Then it would go down. Well, then it would just end up on this bridge, which isn't helpful. There's no arrows here. Interestingly, is there misshaped? Oh, this island is longer. That's why. Okay. Right, because this is just a little one. This is too deep. So seeing that arrow mismatch is a little bit suspicious. Let's see, you started here. These ortho squares, what they do is they prevent me from, for example, if the golem is here, and I'm here with my sword facing this way, I can't just step here, stab the golem, and get out. They force me to step north, which will cause the golem to move here. So these ortho squares are basically saying I need to extract the golem before I go in here. There's no other way to do it. Okay, so my tools are a mirror, a lemming, and a platform, and I have to find a way to somehow extract the golem using that. And I think I used the golem to solve this. So I can't sacrifice the mirror, because I need the mirror to get the golem into position. Alright, so what are my options with this lemming? Send it across here, it's not good. Send it across on any of these three, it's going to go down and up forever. That doesn't seem very good. If I send it down here... it'll go across and then it'll get stuck. If I send it here, it'll go down and then it'll get stuck. So if I send this lemming across right now, without interacting with the mirror at all, it's just going to get stuck. With a single mirror, I don't think there's anything I can do that'll prevent the lemming from pushing the mirror. There's no meaningful way I can block the lemming with a single mirror. So the first move is not to move the lemming across to here then. The first move is something else. Okay. Oh, I see it. I'm being... to give myself enough time here. Now wait. Stop you from doing that. There we go. That will give me enough time to get across. Now, where do I want this mirror? I saw a way to do this earlier. If I just pull you... here would be fine. I mean, it's not easy. Is there a way to get the golem stuck here? I guess I can go diagonally across these arrows. Yeah, which makes this trivial. Okay. So we're just going to do that. That's the spot I want. There we go. Interesting choice to have the arrows the way that they are. So from here, I can use you. Well. Okay, well, so this is going to work. Because now I get to kill this. Get out. That's fine. You're gonna come back, bring me back my boat. Alright, and we have to do something with this now. The only potential problem that I'm seeing here oh no, it's the same move as I did before. Okay. Alright, same move I did before. Because I can get over here if I was... Oh, I need to be faster than that. Could I be faster than that? I could be. There's no way to bring the golem across here because the golem can't use the platform. I mean, it can stand on it, but it can't push it. So the golem has to be only for this part. Mirror has to only be for this part. So I just have to do what I just did there, only more efficiently. I can't see any other possible outcome here. So let's So slow. Can I do something clever using my sword on an arrow? I can't step onto this section. Right, because I can only go that far. Oh, I see it. I see it. We're not quite done with this. There we go. Load the lemming. And then it'll eventually get it. It'll eventually go around. Oh. Challenge, challenge. Okay, well that was 2 rooms today. Seems to be what I'm doing. I guess 3 if you count the secret room. So yeah, I cleared 3 rooms in the first part, 3 rooms in the second part. Looked at 2 challenges but didn't solve either of them. I guess that's about what I can expect from this. So we will figure out what's going on with this room and what this awful challenge is going to be in the next part. I will see you then.